In order to get rid of painful knees, we have to build a strong hip. We have specific clients who have very low tolerance when it comes to their knees. So that's the reason why we focus on a squat that works your hips only. Have you heard about this myth where the knee shouldn't go over the toes when you squat? Well, if you dig a little bit into the history of this myth, you'll see that it comes from a well-meaning physiotherapist. He told his clients that painful knees shouldn't go over the toes. This is a very important distinction. If you have pain in the knees, we have to use a squat variation that I use every day with our clients who have painful knees, yet I rarely see it demonstrated on YouTube. So let's check out the squat variation in detail with a solid progression. But before we get started, I want you to join our free 50K giveaway. Get a chance to win lifetime access to our online kettlebell courses valued over $2,000. Link is in the description. Grüezi miteinander, Gregory von Lebe hier. If you have painful knees, we have to make our hips strong. We've seen this in practice so many times. We've had clients with surgeries on both of their knees. We've had clients with very low tolerance, and both have one thing in common. After we've dedicated time, focus and work to make the hips stronger, the knee pain was gone. For this specific squat variation, you don't need no equipment. We call it a bodyweight back squat. We teach it according to Mark Rippetoe from Starting Strength is teaching the back squat with a barbell. Yet, if you're just getting started, a bodyweight back squat can be challenging as well, and it yields great and powerful results. Here's what it looks like. Watch and observe first. So here's how you want to do it. You have a little bit wider than shoulder width stance, and your feet are pointing to the left and the right, respectively. Now, as we go down into the bottom of the squat, your knees should track your toes. Yet, your shin should stay vertical and not lean forward. We want to distribute the weight along the middle and the heel of the foot. So the first thing that we want to learn is a hinge. I'm pushing the hips back and the upper body leans forward. As soon as this happens, I now want to start bending the knees, extend my arms in front of me, and push my knees out and to the left and to the right, and the knees are tracking the toes. We want to hold this position, and now we come back up. What is crucial as we reach the bottom of the squat before we ascend is that we want to use so-called vertical hip drive. I don't push my hips and my knees forward to come up, but I keep my hips in that bottom position, push it out. That's why I have to bring my upper body forward and extend my arms so that I can keep balance. And now, as you can see, my knees and my shins stay vertical. And as I reach the top position, I'm squeezing the glutes and I'm locking the knees, and I come back into this starting position. Now this might look easy, but it's actually very challenging. This position, as we're pushing the hips back, means that we distribute all of our body weight and the pull of gravity on our biggest muscles, which are located in the hip area. And our knees have no trouble whatsoever to help during this exercise. Keeping the shin bone vertical is exactly where this myth comes from, where you want to make sure that your knees don't go over your toes. Because if you have low tolerance, you actually want to make sure to keep this vertical position of the shins. One of the biggest mistakes that people make is they shift their body forward and they're collapsing. Or they go on their toes because all of the weight is now pushing forward on my toes. And I want to make sure that I keep this hip upright and watch my knee angle. It is fairly open. I don't want to close it, and I don't want to shift my body weight towards my toes. As you are progressing through the exercise, you want to see whether your knee has gained a little bit more strength and tolerance. You can try this with a goblet squat, where you grab a kettlebell like this, hold it by the bell itself, the handle points towards the floor, I keep it on my chest. Now, same position, I'm hinging, pushing the knees out, but now I want to keep my upper body as upright as possible. And in the bottom position now, you can see that the knees are actually going over the toes because I have high tolerance. This is totally fine. And from this position, I come back up. You can also see the difference to the back squat in my knee angle. My knee angle is now closing and my hips come towards my calf and my upper body is as upright as possible. In the kettlebell world, people oftentimes jump right into the goblet squat. And afterwards, they find out that their knee tolerance is way too low for this type of exercise. It hurts, and then they stop doing squats altogether. My recommendation would be to use this back squat that I've just shown you, pushing the hips back, upper body leaning forward without any weight. This is enough of a challenge for you to make your hips stronger. And afterwards, after your center, your hips has gotten a little bit stronger, I think your knees will do better. As a bonus exercise, I want to show you the hand-to-hand swing. It is focused on the hips only, and it's a powerful exercise not to only strengthen the hips, but as we have learned now, it can also strengthen your knees. This is what it looks like. Here's how you do the exercise. Shoulder width stance, 1/2 meter distance to the kettlebell. I hinge, I grab the handle so that the handle points towards me and the bell is off the floor. From this position, I pull the kettlebell between my legs, making contact with my full body. Now I hip thrust the weight up, and after I finish this hip extension, boom, the arm leaves my body. As soon as I reach the chest position, the apex of the swing, I'm switching hands on the way up. And then I let gravity do its thing. My other arm follows as a ghost hand, and I wait for my arm to reconnect with my body, and I hinge back again, and this is where the exercise starts from the beginning. I am a firm believer that proper strength training with kettlebells and with body weights can help you get rid of your knee pain. We've made this experience with so many people that I can vouch for it. Now, of course, everybody's different and everybody has a different history when it comes to their knees. However, one thing is for certain. If we make our center stronger, everything else will get stronger as well. So watch your abdominals, your lower back, and especially your hips. And that's why I think the back squat, as well as the hand-to-hand swing that I've just shown you, are great exercises to help you get rid of knee pain once and for all. When it comes to setting up a workout routine, listen to your body. You do a couple of sets, maybe 10 to 20 reps of these exercises, see how your body reacts. You can do it every day or every other day, and then judge by yourself. Is your knee ready? Take it to the next level. Is it not ready? Then dial it down a little bit. What is crucial is that you don't stop moving. Here's the next thing that you have to do. Like the video, consider subscribing, share with a friend, and then go watch this video right here. If you're just getting started with kettlebells and you're interested and you want to dive a little bit deeper because we're highly focused on kettlebells, then you want to watch this video. It's perfectly suited for starters. It's a great tutorial, great workout. You want to watch it right now.